Hey guys, Marty the Gathering Place here. How you guys all doing? Hope you are doing great. Sorry it's been a while since I did a video. I've been busy lately. I'll tell you why in a second. I've been busy. Just before doing this video, I just want to say a big thank you to the sponsor of the channel, GameKeeper Online. The link in the description is going to be below. Go check them out. LGS from near my location. If you use my promo code on your checkout, Marty23, you'll get a 5% discount on your purchase. Please know this only works for Canada only. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, been a while, did a video, been busy right now. Started a new job about 7 weeks ago. That changed a little bit. I used to work days, now I'm on evenings. That actually came with the decision I made. Is I had really to downsize my Magic collection, like big time. It's not something that I really wanted to do, but after a lot of thinking and having a good talk with my girlfriend, she's like, "It's your cards. You do what you want to do." I had a lot of spare commons from sets I was putting aside in boxes, sorting them by set and everything like that. I had a lot of bulk rares and mythics aside for trading binders and stuff like that. Also had a lot of play binders, like you guys saw my past videos of my binders. I'm mostly a commander and modern player, so I had a lot of meta cards of high value, either sitting in my play binders or even in decks that I built. Sorry, and basically I was playing once in a while if I was going to a modern event or something like that. So really I did a massive buy list on everything, bulk and high end meta cards, and really downsized in my collection. I used to have 12 active good commander decks with all the key cards and stuff like that. Downsized that to 2. Same thing with modern. I had about 10 meta decks, high competitive decks built. Actually downsized it to 1 modern deck. Actually also built a standard deck, a pioneer deck, a Oathbreaker deck, and really got buy listed everything else. I'm happy that I kind of did it, because I had too many cards sitting around, taking space, and now kind of happy I did what I did. So for today's video, basically, I'll do something completely different. I'll get that to soon. With that said, also, you guys will not see no more personal breaks for myself on the channel. If I do box breaks, they're gonna be for LGSs. I'm gonna open up stuff for them. Going forward, what I'll do personally, example is I take the modern deck I am playing, and the meta changes in the deck. I'll only go purchase what basically I need, and also would like to modify or pimp, sorry the expression, my current commander decks I have left. Speaking of commander, today what I'm going to do is something I never did on the channel so far. I'm going to do a deck of one of my commander decks I play with, and I kept 2, and I really like the mechanic of this commander. Sorry, you probably saw it in the corner right here. So with that said, This is the commander on one of my decks I play, Negan, the Cold-Blooded. I really like the mechanic that he has. Sorry about the glare right there. That's where the camera is placed underneath the light. Really like the aspect of sacrificing and making my opponent sacrifice creatures, and each time they do, that gives me a treasure. So what I did basically for this deck is I wanted to build this. I actually went on an EDH rec, looked at the sacrifice type kind of deck, and then I also went to see the treasure kind of deck and actually blended in both mechanics together. So that's what I'll show you guys very shortly. So yeah, so I won't explain all the cards. You're gonna see it on screen. So yeah, so this is my version of my Negan. If you guys have suggestions on cards that I could replace when I show this, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. There's so many cards out there in the game, and sometimes there's cards that you don't even think about using. So don't be shy. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this kind of video. Be probably doing a couple of them. I want to show what I kept basically for my collection. Playing wise, I did keep some cards to replace. Say, I don't want to play a card in my commander deck. I'll just exchange it or something. So I kept that. I kept all my lands. I'm a big fan of lands, always been. So I still have all my playsets of fetches, shock lands, pain lands, you name it. So it was fun, basically, buy this thing when I did. It gave me a bunch of cash, actually needed some. But also the other ones I was able to spoil my family, the kids. And what I'd like to do in the future is actually maybe purchase myself some dual lands for actually my 2 commander decks I have left. But dual lands are expensive. I am in Canada, so actually for this deck I'm playing Mardu, so I would need a scrub land, I would need a bad land, and I would need a plateau. Just that in Canada are about $500 a card, so I don't really have that amount of money just to put in 3 cards. So maybe little by little I'll buy one there and then one there, and at one point I'll have the 3 dual lands for my deck. So with that said, we'll go with the deck tech of this deck that I'm my version. So first creature in there, Flashback Marauder. Then I have Demon's Disciple, Hellkite Cursor, Disciple of the Vault, Phyrexian Obliterator, Cold Span Dragon, Plague Crafter, Sheldred Whispering One, Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker, Opposition Agent, Hellkind Tyrant, Luminous Broodmoth, Gadrak the Crown Scourge, Elsha Norn Mother of Machines, Dockside Extortionist, Desecration Demon, Charming Prince, Restoration Angel, Philidar Guardian, Clackbridge Troll, Granite Magistry, Dowdy Void Walker, Porphyros God of the Forge, Esper Sentinel, Flicker Wisp, Mayhem Devil, Berserker, and Blood Artist. So these are the creatures I'm playing with in my deck. Like I said, let me know if there's some that you may be, hey, you didn't think of that about this one. And like I said, I am playing a mix of treasure and sacrifice, so that's really what the deck does. So we are gonna go with instants now. Ephemerate, Vampiric Tutor, Chaos Warp, Generous Gift, Lightning Bolt, Search the Plowshare, Boris Charm, Terminate, Rakdos Charm, Path to Exile, Cloud Shift, Reanimate, Teferi's Protection, Trails of Possibility, Enlightened Tutor, and Darkness. Again, at any time, leave a comment. Say, Marty, I would play this if I were doing instead of this card. And I'll look at it, and if I like what it does, sure, I'll put it in. So we'll go in Sorceries. Steel Stripper's Gift. Demonic Tutor. Shimmering Symmetry. Damnation. Faithless Looting. Sign in Blood. Day Judgment. Toxic Deluge. Dread Return. And Innocent Blood is sorceries I play in the deck right now. Then we'll go with Enchantment. Dictate of Erebos. Revel in Riches. Animate Dead. Grave Pack. Impact Tremors. Swearing Tide. And Phyrexian Arena. There's the enchantments I play. Next is going to be artifacts. So I play Embercleave, the Reaver Cleaver, Lightning Greaves, Cranial Plating, Chromatic Lantern, Soul Ring, Lucille, Arcane Signet, Lifeline, Mindstone, and a Lotus Petal. That's the artifacts I have. And last is the lands. So, a Vault of Champion, Exotic Orchard, Basic Plains, Godless Shrine, Dragon Skull Summit, Arid Mesa, Spectator Receiving, Isolated Chapel, Yorborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, another plain, basic land, plain, Luxury Suite, Basic Mountain, Basic Swamp, Sabe Triumph, Orbital Triumph cards, Basic Mountain, Marsh Flats, Bloodstained Mire, Command Tower, Basic Mountain, Basic Plain, Basic Swamp, Sacred Foundry, Blood Crypt, Cliffside Retreat, and a Forwarded Orchard. So that's my build of a Negan. Like I've been repeating myself, let me know in the comments if there's any suggestion or swaps that you would do between cards. My build has been working very good for me. I have a lot of options. I have a lot of bounce effects. I have a lot of sacrifice. I have some reanimate also to bring some key cards from the graveyard to the field. And I have some protection also, like Superior's protection, darkness. I have some equipment that'll help me do some damage also. So I find this deck is really well spread out. But if you do have suggestions, let me know. I'm happy to read everybody's comments. Please leave a like, subscribe as if you're not subscribed to this channel. Also, let me know if you like these kinds of videos, because I'll be doing a couple of them soon. Like I said, I won't be doing any more personal box breaks. But I do have some box breaks shortly coming very soon. I actually have some Commander Masters to break, and the new Wild of Eldraine that's coming out this Friday. So I have some local LGSs that are willing to let me break some boxes for them. I did in the past also before in videos before this. So I really appreciate these stores letting me do this for their stores. And that's really fun because, like I was saying, I won't be opening much personally no more. If I really need something from a deck that changes, I'll go purchase the card I want. For this, one thing, like I was saying, I really want is dual lands. They're very expensive. At one point, I would like to have the 3 of them I need for this deck. Well, guys, that was it. Hope you liked it. We'll see each other very shortly. Hope this wasn't too long for you guys. On that note, peace.
Forge of fire, rise the black cloud. Forge of fire, show the darkest sky. Forge of fire.